Yeah,
so we hate the Redskins because they suck.
Yeah, I think it's Dan. Oh fuck! I can't think of the nicknames now.
No, wait, because it was Dan Schneider. That was the dude who did iCarly, right?
I'm remembering Dan getting Schneider. Dan. Oh god, I just remembered some of the others. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, don't say some of these.
Yeah, because that one was pretty bad. But I'm remembering some of the other ones, and oh my god.
We got Eagles, Cowboys, Packers. What are some other teams we can all agree we hate?
Patriots.
Bears, Vikings.
I don't think we can all agree on that.
I mean, I kind of like the Vikings right now.
I like the Vikings.
I hate the Vikings fans. I cannot stand
them. The Vikings fans are like the most humble people I've met.
No.
One of my favorite videos in this world is after the Eagles beat the Vikings in the NFC champion game.
Oh,
and in our city, there was
or?
some shirtless kid screaming "Go Birds" over and over in the face of some 40-year-old Vikings fan who's just trying to tell them why the Vikings are still better.
What the fuck?
I love it. He's like, and the kid's like, "Go Birds!" Like drunk off his ass. It's great.
Jesus fuck.
I actually I went to the Packers-Eagles game last year.
Oh shit. Really? That was that was the day that Thursday Night Football became not terrible.
That was I loved that game.
Crazy game.
Yeah. I had so much fun watching that game.
I was right by a bunch of Eagles fans too. They're all pretty nice.
Oh, I bet they were happy.
Yeah.
Oh, they were
Eagles
pretty
fans
nice.
Get a bad rep because they're such assholes to like enemy team players.
Of course.
Though. My friend was also at the game, and he sat by this Eagle fan that got really drunk and got kicked out.
Yeah, that's another thing we're known for. Getting drunk and getting kicked out. Sometimes Eagles fans can be cool.
Uncommonly, yes.
But here's the great thing about Eagles fans. I don't know if every team does this, but we will not hesitate to boo our own team, even if it's a player that we love.
That is true.
Drop the pass.
That I will give you that. That is absolutely 100% true.
There was one time in the lead up to 2017 in the preseason where Alshon Jeffrey dropped a pass. It was Jeffrey or Aguilar, I can't remember. They dropped a pass in a practice game.
Yeah.
Intro squad, practice game, and he got booed.
Well, now, to be fair, was this after Aguilar had been, like, proven to just be a shitbag? Like, complete
because Aguilar
inability?
was really good that season. He turned out really good that season. This was, like, in the warm-ups for the 2017 season.
Okay.
It was the past 2 years, Aguilar. Yo, you see the clip where it's like the local news here in Philly was interviewing this dude who rescued some babies from a fire by someone was tossing them out a window and he caught them.
Oh
and he was like, and I caught him, unlike Aguilar.
I saw that. Like, imagine having saved children from a burning building and your first thought is, let me dunk on the Eagles.
That's all Eagles fans are. Like, they'll do some heroic shit. They'll do some badass shit.
Yeah.
Like catching babies from a burning building. But all they care about is how much Nelson Aguilar fucking sucks.
It's kind of incredibly respectable, honestly. Like, it amazes me.
It's a certain level of... Yeah...
It's a level that humanity may never reach in any other group of human beings. And I think that's great.
Teams suck. Outside of our rivals, because we're all gonna, hate our rivals.
So Redskins, Patriots, I mean, everybody hates the Cowboys other than me, so...
New England.
Yeah, I think everyone can agree that New England's time is over.
No, it's not. I disagree.
What? You don't think it's over?
No.
You think they're still going to be reigning supreme?
Until Bill Belichick is dead in the fucking ground, they will keep winning.
I disagree.
Look, okay.
Here's
my thing. They looked like they were going to suck this year. Everybody was fucking throwing a parade, getting ready for a year where they were going to suck. And in the meantime, Cam Newton was on the open market, and no one seemed to fucking care. The Jaguars, who could clearly use him, didn't care. Chargers didn't care. Probably Bears. Bears didn't fucking care. Bill Belichick? Signs him to a $1 million deal.
Yeah.
By my estimation, anyone who is not a Patriots fan should probably just accept that this is not their league. Like, holy shit.
I mean, it's a great gamble. I'm surprised no one else did it.
Yeah.
I'm taking my bets, man. I'm
It's
calling
not even
it.
a gamble. That's the thing.
Buffalo's
For
taking
$1
the East.
million, like that's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm taking it though. I'm taking Buffalo.
You know, I do think
I
the
love
Buffalo
Buffalo.
Bills are going to be a great team this year.
I feel like they only got better. They put Diggs.
Yeah.
They already have a top 5 defense. They put Diggs on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they're really good. I think they're going to be really good this year. And the Patriots, besides picking up Newton, I can't really think of anything that makes me think they've improved that much. I mean, they've got what? They've got Edelman on receiver. But they have a bunch of young receivers.
Yeah. I
Their
mean,
tight ends suck.
wait, no, did they? Who is fucking? There's a name, Nikhil Coleman or Harryman or something. Is that his
Harry.
name right?
Nikhil Coleman
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
The Harry, he didn't really show anything his first year, but of course he could always improve.
I mean, Josh Allen showed improvement, and that's really unrelated. I just wanted to point that out. Good for Josh Allen.
So I like Allen. You know, he's young and he made some mistakes in that playoff game
Yeah.
against Houston.
Yeah.
At the end, definitely. But in the beginning of that game, if you can just keep up the stamina and keep having the wherewithal to know what you're doing and not fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He plays exactly like Brett Favre.
I think he's good.
That is a good comparison.
You're putting Diggs on the end of his throw there.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine if Brett Favre actually got Randy Moss. That's Stephon Diggs and
Oh.
Brett Favre.
I mean,
Josh
yeah,
Allen.
sure.
Okay, it's a stretch, I know, but like, I'm just saying, it
I
could
don't know
be.
if I'll go that far, but
It could be though. Do you ever think about what would have happened if that trade went down? Of like, I think Randy Moss
for Aaron Rodgers.
for Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
I would
Where would
be
the
very
Packers
happy
be?
at another Super Bowl win or two, but
Yeah.
oh man,
that's all that would happen. You wouldn't have 2010. You just get a couple of earlier wins, and then you don't have Aaron Rodgers.
yeah.
Probably would
Who
have been a
knows
bad
if Aaron
choice.
Rodgers even develops in Oakland?
True.
Who knows? You know, I'm really interested to see what would have happened to like Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, or is there really anyone else that's comparable to those two? Or Steve Young, maybe? I don't-
There's something to be said for what does Mahomes do not under Reed. Like, does Mahomes do this well under like Coach Clapp? No offense.
No, I mean, forget about under Reed too, but like, yeah, like let's say you put Patrick Mahomes on the Browns, you know,
Yeah.
where he's
We
got
got a new coach like every
yeah,
season.
like he's thrown into the fire day one, and he's got a new coach every season. Does he still? Is he still an
talking
incredible
like
player?
2020 Browns or even 2019 Browns. You're talking, he's gonna get OBJ eventually, assuming that still pans out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, OBJ's not actually been great in Cleveland. He's just been pretty good.
Well, there's still some sparks. You're right. It's not as much, but I still saw plenty of sparks.
Oh yeah,
of
no, he's definitely
the
still.
New York OBJ. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
still
making the
OBJ.
behind the head catches there.
And it's impressive, but he's not the superstar that I think people expected and wanted him to be.
He's not. I think he has not been as good as he has been in New York.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
yeah, for
that could be
sure.
part of having Baker Mayfield throw to you instead of Eli Manning.
That is true. Well, is it?
And also coaching. Like, Brown's situation
Oh,
just had a
100%
weird coaching
coaching.
situation.
Yeah, that
They
is
had some
different.
weird
The
decisions
difference
made last
between
season.
Tom Coughlin and fucking Hugh Jackson and Freddie fucking Kitchens. My favorite quote from any sports show ever is the leading into the first Steelers Browns matchup last year. A guy was saying that the Browns were going to beat the hell out of the Steelers, and his logic was, Freddie Kitchens in these winter months, he's fat. Maybe that'll insulate him. Maybe that'll be a superpower. He'll win.
There's no way. That's an actual quote.
That's
Are
an
you
actual
serious?
quote.
Oh my god.
And the way the guy said it, there was like Freddie Kitchens. He's fat. Maybe in these winter months.
That's fucking great.
What, dude?
That's
Watch the Pat
phenomenal.
McAfee show. It is. I'm pretty sure
I
it
don't
started
watch
to
it as
influence
much
my
as I'd like
speech
to.
patterns. How much I watch it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Here's
That was
a
from the
team I like
Packers
this year.
fan, by the way.
I like Denver this year.
Their
Why?
offense is so sick.
I feel like Denver got a lot. They've got a good defense. I love Sutton. I think he's gonna get
Yeah,
even better
Sutton's
this year.
really
I love
good.
him as a receiver. I really liked what Drew Lock showed. Just
I
5
love
games.
Melvin Gordon.
Oh, he's good. The tight end fan, he's good. I feel like there's so many people on this team. They picked up Jerry Jeudy in the draft. Like I feel like there's so many people on this team.
So
Yeah,
there's
they got the
one
Golden State
massive
guys,
issue
too.
I have with Denver is I absolutely do not believe we're going to see real development from Drew Lock.
You don't think so?
Not like we're going to see him. He's going to be better. Don't get me wrong, but he's not going to be the quarterback. Definitely not this year. Like there's no question
No.
about that. And I
have
think
them
even in the
going
long term.
7th seed wild card. That's what I'm expecting out of them. If they make it to playoff, I'm expecting it to be 7th seed wild card.
I could believe that.
They're not taking the division. We know that.
No. I mean,
A third wild card opens up the possibilities of more like 8-8 and 9-7 teams getting in
Yeah.
there.
I mean, so
In
we
the
can pretty
playoff.
much accept that the Chargers and Oakland are not, or sorry, Las Vegas are not a thing
That's
this year.
gonna be so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. A lot of people. I've seen some people be on board with the Raiders are really good. They picked up Aguilar. Like.
Don't say that like
what's
it's a
going
good
on?
thing.
I like Denver a lot better to take at least the 2nd place in the AFC
Yeah.
West.
For
next year.
sure.
At least.
Yeah, definitely. The best I see Denver doing is definitely the 7th seed. Like,
Yeah, I don't see them going any higher than that.
I don't
There's
see them
other
doing
teams,
better
like-
than if they did 9-7. I would be relatively
I'm
surprised.
expecting 9-7.
I mean, I haven't seen their schedule to be fair, so maybe. But
I can't remember the schedule exactly, but I was going through mock whole season thing like a month ago, and I had Denver going 9-7 on the 7th seed.
interesting.
I can't remember what all their games were.
I
There's a guy
have.
who watched Tom Grossi on YouTube.
Oh, I watched. Dude, I love Tom Grossi.
Oh, you do? I love Tom Grossi.
Wait, Clues, you have to watch Tom Grossi, right?
No.
So
a
he's
huge
this. You
Packers
should.
fan.
Okay, you should watch him.
Oh,
Yeah, he
really?
runs a podcast called the Packcast. Like his whole
Podcast
tagline
where you
is.
don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure
But it
does.
sure does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's got all these like little comedy videos, like say an Eagles fan reaction to every game in the 2019 season or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I
He
think
also
I've
does
seen some
analysis
stuff like
and
that.
stuff. So what he
Yeah.
did, one of my favorite thing coming from him was he had a live reaction of him watching the
I was
double
about to
point
say.
game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Jordan Love pick. His reaction. His reaction
So
to the
great.
Jordan Love pick was so heartbreaking because he looks like he's
I
gonna
can't
burst out
lie.
into laughter.
He was like 5 minutes before he was like, "Oh, they traded up to get the pick," and he's just staring at it for like 30 seconds. I felt so bad for him because he was live casting the thing.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was so excited.
But like, still, he's really good. I forget why we literally just brought him up, but oh right, so he had Denver splitting with the Chiefs, and I don't think that happens.
Splitting?
Yeah, like splitting home games. I don't
Absolutely
think that happens
not.
at all. I think Denver's still going to lose both games to the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are absolutely going to be just as good this year, if not better, as than last year.
Like, what did they lose? They picked up a really good rookie running back. What did they lose?
Nothing.
They've
And like
still got
they've
Hill.
had a whole year together now. Succeeded
They've still
together.
got Travis Kelsey.
Did they lose anything on defense at all?
I don't think so. I haven't been paying
Nah,
attention
I
to
think
any
they
attention
lost-
to their moves, but
If I remember correctly, they lost one starter on both sides of the foot, like across both sides of the football. Only one starter lost.
I mean, they haven't had like the best defense.
Yeah,
Like they're not up there with Baltimore and San Francisco and
they have
those
they have a
teams.
very good and they have what I think
They have an
is
above average.
they have what I felt like was a big deal throughout the early 2010s, which is an opportunistic defense, like good amount of turnovers, the type of thing that like think fucking who's the
Well,
guy who
they
picked
showed
off
that.
who picked off in the Super Bowl for the Saints? Fucking Tracy
Oh.
something.
Tracy
Tracy
Porter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tracy Porter. Guys like that. Guys like fucking Morgan Burns or something. Morgan Burnett maybe on the Packers
Burnett
in
on
2010.
Packers. Yeah.
Well, they showed a lot of that spirit in the Houston game
Fuck.
because they let a lot of points go, but like they were crushing it and brought it right back,
Oh yeah.
taking
Like,
advantage
that's
of
exactly
those
what I mean.
turnovers.
So I think the Chiefs are going to be just killer this year. Like I never
yeah.
take it seriously when Super Bowl team is said to be like a future dynasty. Like people were saying the fucking Giants after 2012 are going to be like
Oh.
winning more Super. No. The fucking Packers I did not believe was going to be a dynasty at all. I'm sorry.
What?
For that.
I kind of believe the
We
Seahawks
were
a little bit.
so good though.
The
You-
Chiefs are
really-
it's a different. You got a coach like Andy Reid.
Yeah.
You got it. But even if you just look at the offense, you have, I think we can agree, the #1 quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
easy.
people who are saying
Top
Lamar
3 tight
Jackson is
end,
better is
Top
stupid.
10 receiver. Like you got all these top,
Wait,
Five
who-
receiver.
who's the top 5? Sammy Watkins?
top 10 receiver. Hill,
Oh, Hill.
Watkins?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, right.
Hill on the top 10
He's
receiver.
not top 5.
No, I didn't say
I would
top 5. I
argue
said
he
top
is.
10.
I would argue he is.
No, Clues is saying that. I don't think so, man.
But yeah,
No,
Travis Kelce's a top
The
3 tight
Lizard
end.
King, on the other hand, that man.
The Lizard King.
Have you heard what he actually thinks?
Yeah, I kind of remember some
It's
of it.
just, like he thinks that he's died and is reborn every single day.
Yeah.
I just good for him. You know what?
I mean, he's got to say it. No one's going to believe him if he doesn't say it.
Of course.
Wait.
Do you think that now that he does say it, someone's gonna believe him?
Probably.
That's true, actually.
You can't tell me no one believes that. Not one soul.
There are people that believe that Avril Lavigne really died and was replaced with a lookalike. So yeah, I am one of
there are
those people.
You just come out.
And there are people who still think that Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback.
I think he's a good quarterback. I
I
wouldn't say
think he's an
bad, but-
average quarterback.
He's an average. Average to below average.
I think that
You take him over Stidham, but you're not taking him over someone like some young talent. You know, like he is young talent. I know, but
I would take him over at least 50% of the NFL, probably 60
I'll-
quarterbacks.
probably agree.
Like without thinking about it too hard, he's probably like 13 or 14 around there.
Thinking about it hard, he's not my top 20. I've worked on a list. I can't remember the list, but he's
Really?
not my top 20.
Wow, really?
Okay, so across from the obvious, okay, Dak Prescott. Is he better than Dak Prescott?
Oh, no.
No, I have Dak Prescott over Baker.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure you're not a
Like
bitch.
13
I just don't.
or 12.
I still don't get how people think that Dak Prescott is not a top 10 quarterback. Like,
I have him shy.
I keep seeing people putting Kirk Cousins in the top 10 now. Like,
I'm people.
that's funny.
you are a degenerate. You're not people.
I like Cousins.
No, I
He's
think
not
he's a.
the Redskins anymore.
Again, he's a very good quarterback, but Dak Prescott is a
Alright.
great quarterback.
I'll give you he's an above average quarterback.
Oh.
What you want me to stand here and say Dak Prescott is a great quarterback? You know
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to say
Yeah.
that without like choking on it.
And I will say that he's better than Carson Wentz.
I disagree.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you too that a lot of NFL talking points agree with me because on 2 separate lists, not one, 2
What?
separate
Skip
lists they put
Bayless?
out.
Does Skip Bayless think that?
Skip Bayless?
All right. Sorry, Shannon Sharp. Do you have Shannon Sharp on your side? What? Does Stephen A.
This man
Smith
just tried
think
to
that?
tell me that Skip fucking Bayless would say that Dak is worse than Wentz?
I don't know. I'm assuming you're not asking credible sources.
No, I'm talking about like people at fucking whatever. I'm not gonna remember people. They were like, "Here's take an average of what everyone says." You know, here in this, whoever.
Look,
in this
it's all right
together.
if you're having trouble accepting the truth. It took me a while to accept that Tony Romo was not in fact better than Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, but I did it eventually.
I'm glad you could come to that realization.
Still, he's not better than Drew. He's better than Phillip Rivers.
Who? Romo?
Romo, yeah.
Romo?
Better than Rivers?
Yeah, better than Manning.
Of course he's better than Rivers.
No,
I think
do not-
Rivers is good. I think they're
Do
on
not
the
put a
same
stain
level.
on Rivers. Yeah, they're pretty
I'd take
close.
Romo over Rivers. I don't like Romo,
Yeah.
but I'd take Romo over Rivers.
I think they were both in the top. Like them, Romo, Rivers, and Matt Ryan are going to be 3 of the most underrated quarterbacks in the history of the
See,
league.
I've got Matt Ryan at number 10.
In
and I do
all-time
think-
greats or like current?
Oh no! I mean like 2020.
I was talking about like of the past
Oh,
decade. They are like
you mean
just
like all
behind
time? I see what you're saying.
Breeze. Okay, so like Breeze, Manning, and Brady are obviously the 3. Or sorry, Rodgers as well.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I mean, honestly, I think on that list though, Rodgers
top-
is 4th.
I agree. The top four, I think, are
Yeah.
pretty agreeable. Oh, we'll see you next
Alright,
time.
see you in the episode.
I'm gonna
See you
keep
next
talking
time.
about football.
Of course.